Hey guys, it's Sweet and Delightful, and today I'm going to show you guys how to make this very delicious pumpkin cinnamon rolls from scratch, so let's get started. Since this is from scratch, we're going to start with the yeast-based dough. So you're going to add 1 packet of active dry yeast to 1 cup of milk, and I'll have more information on how to properly activate your yeast down below, so make sure to check that out. And you also want to add in 1 teaspoon of sugar, and you just want to give this a quick little mix and set it aside. Next, we're going to add our flour into a separate bowl along with our sugar and our pumpkin pie spice, and you can pretty much find this anywhere in the spice aisle. So yeah, you want to just mix this all together along with your salt and set this aside as well. Moving on to our wet ingredients, we're going to add some pumpkin puree to our butter, and I'll have more information on what type of pumpkin I'm using down below. And I also added in my egg and vanilla extract, and you just want to mix this together for your wet ingredients. By now, your yeast should be all activated. It should look somewhat like this, and this is when you know it is all activated and good and ready to go. So you just want to add this to your pumpkin mixture and give this another mix. I know there's a lot of mixing in this, but then you also want to add in your dry ingredients to this, and guess what? You're gonna mix again. So basically, you just want to knead this for about 3 minutes to 5 minutes, and you can keep adding more flour if needed. So once it is all mixed together like so, you want to just put this in an oiled bowl and cover it with some cling wrap and just put it somewhere warm to rise for about 2 hours. And like again, I'll leave more information on how to properly let your dough rise. So yeah, make sure to check that out down below. Meanwhile, you can get ahead and you can mix together your sugars. So you just want to add your brown sugar, your cinnamon, and your white sugar into a small bowl and just combine this with a fork. So now my dough is all big and beautiful and warm and also a little bit sticky, so that's why we're going to put this on a floured surface to just knead in a couple tablespoons of flour before rolling it out. So I rolled this out into a rectangle, and if you guys want the exact length I used for this, I will leave it down below. So now I spread on my butter and I sprinkled over my sugar. Once you sprinkled all the sugar on top, go ahead and start rolling the dough. So I rolled this from lengthwise up and just keep rolling it. Try making it as tight as possible. And once you get to the top, go ahead and pinch the ends to sort of connect it together so the sugar doesn't come out. And now we can cut these into slices. So I cut it into half, and I cut that half into half, and that half into half. So just basically keep cutting halves, and that will give you even slices. So now you can just layer these slices into your buttered 9 by 13 inch pan and let it rise for another hour. So once it's risen, it should look like this, and you want to bake it, and I'll leave the baking instructions down below for this. Last but not least, for our cream cheese frosting, we're going to add in some cream cheese and butter into a bowl and make sure it's softened so it's easier to cream together. And I just used a spatula here because I found it easier to do. So then you can add in your powdered sugar and just continue creaming, and then after that go ahead and add in some milk to just thin out the whole frosting, and I even added a little bit of maple syrup for extra flavor, but that is completely optional. So once that is done, go ahead and spread this onto your cooled cinnamon rolls, and that is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am super sorry for not posting that often. I am quite busy with school, but I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys all later. Bye everyone!